Okay, so today I'm going to be reviewing how to balance an equation. For those of you that are still struggling, hopefully this will help. It is a step-by-step process, and if you try and skip the steps, you're going to have difficulty. So please make sure that you are doing what I do exactly as I do it, and you won't mess up every time. Okay, the first thing we want to do when balancing the equation is we want to draw a line down in between our reactant and our product side. This just gives us a visual separation. The next thing, I'm going to enlarge this a little bit. The next thing that we want to do is we want to list the elements that are found on the reactant side and product side. So, Na, sodium, Mg, magnesium, F, fluorine, and I want to list them in the exact same order on the right-hand side. Even though they come up different over here, if I list them in the same order on my reactant side, it makes it easier to compare to see if I'm balanced. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to count the number of atoms in each formula. Remember that in order to do that, we do the coefficient times the subscript equals the number of atoms. Sorry, that went off the screen. The coefficient times the subscript equals the number of atoms. And if there is no coefficient written or subscript written, we assume it is 1. So on sodium, that's one of those assume ones. There's no coefficient or subscript, so it's going to be 1 times 1. So we have 1 sodium. Magnesium, it's going to be 1 times 1. There's not a subscript written in here, but we assume it's a 1. So 1 times 1 is a 1. And then on fluorine, 1 times 2 is 2. On this side, sodium is a 1, F1, Mg1. All right. So now I have them listed in order, and now I can actually tell what is not balanced, and of course it's my F here. All right. So I have 2 on this side, and I have 1 on this side. What can I multiply 1 by? And remember, this is all multiplying, not adding. What can I multiply by 1 to get 2? So it will be the same as my reactant side. Well, of course, 1 times 2 is 2. So I want to make 2 fluorine on this side. Remember to do that I have to put the coefficient out here in front of the formula. I cannot do anything like put a 2 down here in my subscript area because we can never, never, never change the subscript. So now I'm going to do my multiplication. Of course, it does affect everything it's in front of, so it's going to affect the sodium. So now I have 2 times 1 is 2 sodium. 2 times 1 is 2 fluorine. All right, well, that messed up my sodium for the left-hand side. My fluorine is balanced, but now my sodium is not balanced. Man, oh man. But that's okay. I can fix sodium. So go to the left-hand side. I have 2 on the right-hand side. What can I multiply by over here to get 2 sodium here? Well, of course, that's a 2. So 1 times 2 is 2. So the last thing you want to do is go down through your list and see if everything is balanced. So I have 2 sodium on both sides. I have 1 magnesium on both sides and 2 fluorine on both sides. Look at that. That is a balanced equation. It follows the law of conservation of mass. All right, let's do the next one. Draw a line. List your elements. Again, I'm listing them in the same order, so they're easy to compare. All right, so now I see that my hydrogen and my chlorine are not balanced. You know, in this kind of deal, you just basically start wherever you want to. I usually recommend that if hydrogen or oxygen are present, it's usually easiest to start by balancing them, and hydrogen is present right here. So let's start. We have 2 over here on the left, so if I multiply hydrogen by 2, I'll get 2 over here. Remember, the 2 has to go there in the coefficient spot. I cannot change the subscript. Make sure when you're doing this that you do your math down here. That'll help you make sure at the end that you are balanced. So I have 2 and 2. All right, what else do I have to do? Nothing. That one step was enough to balance it. All right. So that's just a quick review. If you're still having trouble balancing, please come in AP and I'll be happy to help you.